Hello and welcome to Get Up and Move. My name is Jennifer, and today I will be guiding you through some stretches to mobilize and open up your hips. We sit so much during the day that the hips can get super tight and cramped. So for class today you will need a block. If you do not have a block, you can use a really thick sturdy book. You can get some throw pillows off of your couch, just something that you can sit upon to give your hips a little bit of height. So go ahead and grab those things, clear out your mat space, and I'll meet you back here in a few moments. Welcome back. Let's get started. So as you know, the first thing we want to do is to make sure that we're sitting down and we're comfortable. Now, I am elevating my hips on a block because if I don't, it gets even more tight than you can imagine. So grab that, and you want to make sure you are getting your sitting bones grounded. And you don't have to sit with your legs crossed either. You can have your legs stretched out in front of you. What's most important is that your lower back curve is in and that you can sit up nice and tall, draw your shoulders back, and then just relax. So we'll start by breathing a little bit just to ground our breath, ground our energy, and ground our bodies, and come into the breath. So you can rest your hands on your lap. You may close your eyes if you wish. Take a deep breath in through your nose and encourage the breath into the back of the rib cage and the belly area. And on the exhalation, just softly through the mouth. Do that 2 more times. Big, expansive breath in and exhale. Once more, inhale and exhale. Now continuing to breathe in and out through your nose. Allow the breath to flow through you freely, not gripping, no tightness, no resistance, just let it flow. Feel your ribcage expand with breath. Keep that going. Now take your right hand down, take a big breath in as you reach your left arm up, and move over to the right. Really reach as far over to the right as you can get. Open up the left side of your body, and I'm just going to show you where you want to direct the breath. Breathe into the sides of the ribs right here and expand it as wide as you can with the breath. Exhale it all the way down and out. Inhale, reach back up, and exhale, release. Pause here for a moment. Take another big breath in and notice if it feels like you can get more breath in on the left side versus the right. Awesome. Let's move on to the second side. So left hand down, big, ginormous breath in. Again, reach your right arm all the way up and exhale over to your left. Make sure that you're keeping that right sitting bone down so you can really stretch from the top of your hip all the way up to your armpit. And now breathe into this space right here. Full breath in. Exhale it all the way out. Inhale, reach back up, and exhale, let it go. Let's move into a twist. Take your right hand and place it on your left thigh or maybe to the knee, and bring the left hand behind you close to your buttocks. Take a big breath in again. Reach the top of your head up towards the sky, and then on the exhalation, turn over to the left. Look as far over to the left as you can feel a stretch through the neck here, and then look over with the eyes without straining them. One more breath in this shape, and then inhale, slowly unwind, and exhale all the way over to the other side. Left hand on the right thigh, right hand behind you. Big breath in, keep all that space in the spine. Exhale, twist over to the right. Stay here, 1 full round of breath. Big breath, belly expands, rib expands. Exhale it all the way out, and then inhale, slowly come back to center. Come off of your block, place it off to the side, but not too far. You may need it again. And now bring your legs wide and keep your knees bent and flex your ankles and spread your toes. Take your hands behind you, fingers can point outwards. We're going to do a little bit of hip mobility. You can do this as soon as you hop out of bed. Just jump on the floor and off you go. One side. Keep shifting from side to side. Your knees don't have to come all the way down to the ground. You're just going to shift them as far over, again, like I said, where you still feel comfort, no pain. We're looking for pain here. We're not subscribing to the no pain, no gain thing. We want to feel good. The next time your knees come over to the right, stay there. Pad your knee up with your towel or blanket. And you want your right shin to be parallel to the edge of your mat. Press the edge of your right foot down so that your ankle isn't sickling. This is when the ankle sickles. You get that little curve there, so you want to make sure that stays lifted. Come up onto your fingertips. Take a big breath in, lift your chest up. On the exhalation, you're going to hinge and lean forward. Now, some friends may be feeling a big stretch in the outer right hip, and if that's enough, stay there. However, if you want to go a little bit further, you can lean forward a little bit more deeply into it. Yep, I think I've hit my sweet spot right here. So take a full breath in. Exhale it all the way out. Come back up. And now let's windshield wiper over to the other side. And remember that each side is going to be different. We're not symmetrical. Some sides, our dominant side tends to be tighter. So bring the left shin parallel, push into the edge of the foot into the mat once again. Up on fingertips. Try to roll this back hip in a little bit more, so we're taking this hip into internal rotation, and this one is externally rotated. Full breath in, lift your chest, shoulders back. Keep all that length as you hinge and come forward again. Pause here, check in, feel what you feel, and then if you're okay, no pain, remember just a stretch, take another big breath in, and now maybe come forward a little bit further. Now, you may notice I can go a little bit further on this side, and that might be the same for you. See what's available. Breathe into it, breathe through it. Let's stay here for one more full round of breath. And then slowly release it. Walk back up, maintaining that nice long spine. And now come back to center. Stretch your legs out. Give them a little shake. And let's come onto the hands and knees. So pad your knees up. I have a blanket here. If you have a towel or something nearby, or maybe one of the same throw pillows, you can use them underneath your knees. Spread your fingers super wide. Make sure you connect to the index and pinky knuckle, as well as up to the top of the first notch of your fingers. Claw your hands into your mat. Let's take a few rounds of cat and cow. Tuck your toes under. On the inhalation, allow your belly to drop. Lift your sitting bones and lift your chest, extending your spine, and on the exhalation, go ahead and round it for cat pose. Couple more of each, always moving with your breath. The breath is the pathway. You breathe, begin to breathe, and then move your body into the shape. It creates a space for us to move into. And that's what we want to do, create lots of space throughout the body. Good. Now, walk your hands a little bit further forward. Reach, or should I say shift your body forward, and then tone all the muscles you can tone, and then pick your hips all the way up and come into this downward dog shape or a pike. Step your feet wide. Now walk your hands back to your feet, turn your toes out, maybe step them a little bit wider, and bend your knees. Take your left forearm to the inside of the left thigh, followed by the right. Guide your knees out. Maybe even move a little bit from side to side. Good. Come to stillness. Really press down from your pelvis to your legs and grip the floor with your feet. Tone the abdominals. So pull the navel area in, knit your front ribs in, reach your right arm out, palm will face in, draw the shoulder back. Do the same thing on the left side. Hold it here. You might start to shake. I know I am. But really, really reach. Now reach your fingertips as far away from your buttocks as you can get it. Feel your back muscles working strong here. Keep pulling the heels towards each other. Feel your inner thighs turn on and activate. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Push down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Whew. Arms down. Good. You can step a little bit wider. Big breath in. Circle your arms around and up. Exhale, lower into a nice deep squat. We'll do a few of these, get the blood flowing. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale it all the way down. As you're flowing, make sure your knees are staying over the ankles when you come down into the squat. and tracking more in line with your second and third toe. And you can go as low as you can go. Okay, let's do one more. Inhale, reach it all the way up. This time when you exhale and bend your knees, take your hands to the top of your thighs. Now your shoulders are going to bunch up by your ears. That's okay. And let's come back to that little sway again. This feels really good. And again, you can do most of this anywhere, really and truly. Come back to stillness. Take a big breath in. On the exhalation, I'm going to turn this way so you can see this. So you're going to drop your right shoulder, draw it down to the center. So as you do, this knee may want to collapse in. So you want to guide that knee out as you bring the shoulder down to the center. So you're really getting a stretch through the right side of the body. Come back up and then go ahead and change sides. Good. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale to center. Exhale. Back to center. Last one here. Good. And come back. All right, come out of it. Give it a little shake. And then swing your pelvis. I know y'all can do this easy. To the top of your mat. From side to side. Good. We have arrived. Big breath in, arms sweep up. Palms meet above your head. Exhale. Bend your knees. Hinge your hips. Lower to the floor. Inhale. Take your palms to your shins. Look forward. Nice long spine. Exhale. Fold again. Press down through your legs. Big breath in. Come all the way up. Once again, bring your palms to meet. Exhale, bring your hands to the chest. Take a big step back. Whichever foot will allow you to still see me. That's the one you step back with. And parallel your feet. So the edges of your feet should be lining up with the edges of your mat. Take your hands to your hips. Keep a slight bend to the knee. Squeeze your legs in towards each other like magnets. Draw the shoulders to the ears. Draw them back and slide them down. Now take your chin back. Big breath and lengthen the spine. Keep all that length. Bend your knees a teeny tiny bit more. Hinge your hips back. Try your best to keep your spine long as you lower all the way down to the floor. Let your fingertips come down. Inhale. Lengthen, look forward. Maybe your hands might need to be on blocks. And exhale, fold again. Inhale, lift up. Bend your left knee. And you're going to turn to the back of your mat. Rest your right knee down, pat it up as necessary, and you're heel toeing the left foot to the edge of the mat, and the toes will be pointing more outwards. Your knee again over the ankle, and you're up on fingertips, or maybe your hands come to your block once again. This is a lizard lunge, so you're just going to move a little bit from side to side. Keep the breath flowing. Take your right hand down, or maybe it stays on the block, or you stay up on fingertips. Come to stillness. Take your left arm forward as you inhale. Exhale, open up your chest to the inside of your left thigh and reach your left hand way to the back of the mat. Thumb up. You can look back at your thumb or keep looking straight ahead or out to the left. Hold it here. Pull your feet, the feet towards each other to activate your inner thighs and support your pelvis here. One more big breath in. Circle the arm around. Heel toe the left foot back to hips distance. Pick up the back knee. And now sweep yourself over to the other side. Heel toe the right foot to the edge, wider than your hips, toes point out, left knee down. Lizard lunge again. Rock it from side to side. And all the while, just allowing the breath to flow, but also noticing what you're feeling, where you're feeling it, what sensations are coming up, what thoughts might be coming up, what feelings. Oftentimes it is said that we hold a lot of emotions in our hips. So when we start to work in the hips, things can come up. So just be aware of that. Not with a judgmental lens, but just being aware. Okay, come to stillness. And I'll show you this with the block, so you have an idea of how this can work. So with the block, the hand can rest here. Bring the floor closer to you. Full breath in, reach the right arm out. And then exhale, spin the left side of the ribs over to the right, and reach your arm back. pull the feet towards each other, shoulders back and down. Big breath in. Exhale it all the way out. Inhale. Come back through center. Move your prop out of your way. Heel toe. Now from here, we're going to step back into that downward dog shape. So take the back knee off. Step the right foot back. Come back to shoulder width with your hands. Hold it here. Really bend the knees a bit. Push the heels down. Spin your inner thighs back. Lift your hips up. Draw your front ribs in and hold it here. Shift forward now into a plank. Rest your knees. Kickstand your feet off to one side and have a seat. Swing your legs around. Okay, we may or may not need to elevate hips here. So we know the litmus test. If you sit down and your low back is out, you want to elevate. So bend your left knee, and bring the foot in, and the right leg is extended, toes up and spread wide. Anchor your heel down and pull everything back into the midline. Now if your knee is popping up off the ground like this, support it with your block, throw pillows or whatever you have to keep it supported. Okay, remember that drill. Get the buttocks fleshed back, spin the inner thighs back, ground your sitting bones. Okay, full breath and reach your arms up. On the exhalation, lengthen the spine and reach forward any amount here. So if you're not like a pancake, that's not a problem. You want to, well, look at me, I'm not that far forward, but I'm still getting a great stretch through my back, my inner thighs, everything. And that's what you want, feel the stretch, have a sensation. Doesn't matter what it looks like so much, but what's more important is how it feels in your body. And just focus on your breath. Get a big breath in. And when you breathe in, again, remember, encourage that breath to the back of the body so you get all that lung engagement. 60% about resides back there, and we want to use that. Full breath in, keep that length, and exhale. Maybe explore going a little bit further. One more breath. Huge breath in. Exhale it all the way out. Tone everything. Reach your fingertips towards me and come all the way back up. And release. Second side. Okay. Again, don't be in a hurry to prop. Notice what's happening in the body first. Maybe you need a prop, maybe you don't. Okay, left leg nice and straight. Spread your toes, press the heel down. You want to feel all back here engaged. Okay, here we go. Big inhale, reach your arms up. Keep all that length. Exhale, lengthen, hinge from the hips. Reach forward. Notice the differences on this side. Is it the same? Can you get a little bit further? This leg likes to get lazy. So you want to roll the thigh in to keep those toes pointing up. Don't forget about it just because we're here in this stretch. After your next exhalation, press down strongly through the pelvis in your legs into the earth. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, release. Okay, so we're going into a shape called butterfly or cobbler's pose. Now I know I need to elevate my hips for this one. So I'm going to use my blanket for this because I don't need that much height. And these blocks are a little bit high. Oh, maybe I might. Who knows? We'll see. So you're bringing the soles of your feet together and you're getting the heels close to the groin. I don't know, this feels a little bit wibbly wobbly. I think I'll use my block. Okay. Let's try it with the block. Once you're settled and you've chosen your prop, bring the soles of the feet together and hold on to your ankles like so. The forearms, the elbows are going to come on the inside of your thighs. So already, this could be a lot. So maybe this is where you hang out, yeah? Again, make sure sitting bones are grounded, low back is in. I'm going to actually take my hands from here to over the tops of my feet like this. And you can join me in this as well. This is my personal preference. So what's happening here is you're going to pull but also push at the same time. And what that action is going to do is to take you from this anterior pelvic tilt into that posterior pelvic tilt into that anterior, so you can get that low back curve in. Then you draw the shoulders back and down and you lift your chest up. From this point now, you can guide your knees down towards the earth to open up the hips a little bit more. Take a big breath in, hold it in, and then on the exhalation begin to hinge. And the elbows can open up and guide the knees down a little bit further. This is one of those poses where you really need to pay attention and listen to your body and honor what's coming up for you. If this is intense, back off. You don't have anything to prove. We just want to get a little stretch. Stay here, breathe, focus on your exhalation, make it as long as you can. That's going to help you to relax a little bit more, move out of that stage of I'm being chased by a dog into relaxation. So really focus on the exhalations. And then maybe, just maybe, the knees can go a little bit further. One more breath. Anchor down and inhale, lift up. Draw your knees together. Give yourself a hug. So wrap your arms all the way around the shins and hug them in tight and lift the chest up. This is a seated knees to chest. Just hold it there. And breathe, breathe, breathe. And release. Okay, come off of your block. We don't need it anymore. Make your way down onto your back. Okay, so feet at hips distance. Cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh, toes spread nice and wide, kind of like how we did in the beginning of class, that similar shape. Take your hands and interlace them around the back of your left thigh as you draw them into the chest. Now this is one option here. I lately have been really enjoying just wrapping my arms around myself and pulling my legs in that way. Give it a try if you never have, or you can always come back to this here. This forearm on the inside is guiding this knee a little bit outward to get more opening through the right hip. So again, you're in control of how much you feel, how much you experience here. Shoulders back. You may close your eyes and just focus on your breath. Your next exhalation, slowly release it. Take the hands away, left foot down, uncross. Take a moment, and let's move on to the second side. Left ankle on top of right thigh. Choose how you're going to connect, either wrap all around or thread the hand through, clasp with the back of the right thigh. Use this elbow here. Guide the knee further away and breathe. Big inhale, slow, 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 long exhalation. The longer, the better. Slowly begin to release it. Okay, take your arms wide, palms can face up or down. Draw your knees into your chest, lower your knees over to your left. Now what's important here is that your shoulder blades are supported on your mat. So if the right shoulder blade is lifting off and you have your blanket or something nearby, you can prop it up underneath the shoulder blade. Even though you're in a deep twist, you still want to focus on getting as much breath into the body as you can. So big breath in and exhale it all the way out. One more breath in this shape. Exhale it out. Take an inhale. And on the exhalation, with the help of your abdominals contracting, bring your knees all the way up and over to the other side. And again, supporting the shoulder blade as is necessary. Let's get ready to move out of it. Inhale. Exhale. Really squeeze the abdominals. Squeeze the legs together. Bring the knees back up. Wrap your arms around your shins. Lower your chin to your chest and then pick your head up. Make yourself into a teeny tiny little itty bitty ball. And then stretch the legs out. Left foot to the left corner of the mat, right to the right corner, arms slightly away from the body with the palms facing up. Draw the shoulders back. Take a moment here to just notice how your body feels on the mat. Maybe you feel a little bit lopsided, so squeeze all the muscles. Inhale and then exhale. Let it all go. Allow your body to completely be at ease. Know that you're supported. You can completely let go. Turn your attention inward, focus on your breath, and feel free to stay here for as long as you need. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Join me again soon for Get Up and Move.